less than 3 weeks, Barbados will host international motoring event Race of Champions. Set to take place on December 13th and 14th at the Bushy Park Circuit, the event features some of the best drivers from across the globe from the various motoring disciplines. But for those of you who may not have heard, let's go back for a moment. In September, CEO and founder of Race of Champions, Fredrik Johnsson, was in the island to announce that Barbados was chosen to host this year's event.
It's going to be 2 days of entertainment, starting at 10 o'clock in the morning, finishing at 4 in the evening. And we're bringing together some of the world's best drivers from all the different championships, Formula One, World Rallying, Le Mans, Indy Cars, and NASCAR X Games. And on the first day, on the Saturday, they team up 2 and 2 to compete for their countries. And this year, we've actually agreed that Barbados is going to have a team as well. So 2 of the best drivers from Barbados are going to get a chance to compete against the best in the world from Germany, from France, from the US, etc. So it'll be a real challenge for them. It'll be an exciting thing, I think, for the local drivers to have a true benchmark and compete against the best in the world on identical cars, because that's the big thing with Race of Champions. In every heat, there are 2 identical cars, and it's only driver skill that makes the difference. And even for guys who are not interested in motorsport, it is interesting. It never gets boring. Every 2 minutes you got a new winner and the loser, and the margins are so close when you put some of the world's best drivers on identical cars. So that's the Saturday. On the Sunday, and then it's each man for himself, and it's all about finding out who is truly the best driver on the day. You know, nobody can say, hey, he had a better car or had a problem with my car. It's all about driver skill and competing man-to-man, head-to-head, and in the end, after the group stage, the quarterfinals, semifinals, and final, you got the champion of champions.
Since then, a number of top names have been announced for the event, including 9-time Le Mans 24 Hours winner Tom Christensen, Indianapolis 500 2014 winner and IndyCar champion for 2012 Ryan Hunter-Reay, and Lotus F1 team driver and reigning ROC champion of champions Romain Grosjean. The Barbados team has also been chosen, and Rhett Watson and Dane Skeet will be looking to make Barbados proud. Executive Chairman of Bushy Park Circuit Incorporated, Mark Maloney, says it is a major accomplishment for the island to be chosen to host Race of Champions, especially on the heels of hosting the Top Gear Festival. He also provides an update on preparations for the show.
Things are progressing fantastically. We're just on schedule. It's a lot of work that we've been doing to transform the facility into the facility required for the Race of Champions event. We have 2 drivers from Jamaica that have also been chosen, and 2 from Guyana and Trinidad to come to represent those countries. And they will have a competition to decide who will go to represent the Caribbean in the Race of Champions, with 1 from Barbados and 1 from one of those countries after the competition on Saturday. So it's a phenomenal opportunity for us to be able to host the Race of Champions. It's the first time to have the Race of Champions in the Western world. There's also amazing other things going on, stunt bike racing and drifting, and similar experience to Top Gear, with a lot more, because we have a lot more international drivers involved. So it's going to be an amazing experience. And the facility is basically transformed because we had to get it ready for Top Gear, and we're unable to get certain things like bleacher seatings for the general public and permanent washrooms and other amenities that we had hoped to have done but couldn't. So all of those things have been done. So it's a lot better and a lot more pleasant of an experience for the visitors. We've now moved our temporary VIP, and we have a permanent VIP and clubhouse, permanent race control and emergency response areas. So the track has been upgraded to be able to accommodate this event, and we have a permanent circuit for Race of Champions, so we will be able to host Race of Champions and other similar events yearly. Phenomenal for Barbados, and we're really hoping that we have a good turnout.
Along with world-class drivers and jaw-dropping stunts, the Race of Champions weekend will also feature the best in local entertainment, with opportunities for fans to party before or after the on-track activities. CEO of South Central Entertainment, Richard Haynes, tells us more.
Race of Champions is going to be an incredibly large show, one of the biggest race shows in the world, probably the biggest show to ever grace our shores. My involvement is going back to my specialty, which is entertainment. and you can expect to see some of the island's hottest artists and DJs at Race of Champions, making it a very exciting and, entertaining day with a little Barbadian flavor. So we'll be doing some early morning entertainment for the breakfast party before things get started, with, as I said, some of the best DJs in the islands, as well as a little cultural expo on both mornings, featuring some of our top artists. And then on Saturday evening, you can expect the Rock Fan Festival. Immediately as racing finishes, the Rock Fan Festival starts. And that basically is, again, a showcase of some of our leading artists and DJs in a real exciting, fun and hype format on stage. It will be in the grounds area, so people don't have to leave where they are. As racing finishes, the party begins.
Looking at the vision for Bushy Park Circuit itself, Mr. Maloney says they want to create an environment where motorsport can be a catalyst for national development, tourism and the sport itself. He adds that they are also looking to develop the sport among students.
Bushy Park is not just a racing facility, it's a facility that has an amphitheater type environment where you can see every part of the facility from almost every vantage point. So it's exciting at all times, and we can put on shows and we can put on racing events, and we're planning there to do a lot of outdoor stuff with zip lining and bungee jumping and water slides and go-kart experiences. So, we can develop youngsters. We are going to be going into schools and develop our youngsters in the schools to be able to understand what motor racing is and give them the opportunity to come up to the track and drive go-karts. And we're going to be embracing communities and schools and in every avenue that we can to get young children, boys and girls, interested in motor racing. And one of these days we'll be able to hopefully have Lewis Hamilton come out of Barbados, and it's not beyond our ability. So it's things like that we want to do. And motor racing is a phenomenal sport and good discipline for children, and many other things all spring off of it. We have mechanics and all kinds of other industries that are all there to support motor racing, that we can create that at a high level in Barbados through Bushy Park and all the things that we're going to be doing.
Executive Chairman of Bushy Park Circuit Incorporated, Mark Maloney. And I'm Stacey Brathwaite for the Evening Edition.